It is Friday, June 11th of the year 2021, and we are standing in our former winter field, which is currently under cover crop. So there's a bit that I experimented with, about half of it I planted at one density and kind of waited a few weeks for it to grow to see where we are. And the lesson learned there was more density. So we reseeded these newer rows with currently nothing growing in them at I think about twice the density that we did for these other ones. And I thought this would be a really good opportunity to talk about why we cover crop. It's a new buzz thing for folks that are excited about regenerative agriculture, but how does that work? So I did a mixture of Sudangrass and alfalfa. So Sudangrass is this big guy here. It's grass. And grasses have really fibrous root systems. And a lot of plants rely on the bacteria in the soil to mineralize different substances that the plants can later take up for nutrition. So things like nitrogen and phosphorus. But the bacteria don't work for free. So a lot of times, grasses especially will pump some of their own sugars, i.e. carbon, into the soil to feed these bacteria, attract them to the root zone, and accordingly do all this lovely stuff that really benefits the plants. Whereas alfalfa, all these plants do these things, but alfalfa as a legume has a special relationship with, what are they called? Oh my God. Well, nitrifying bacteria. And so these little bacteria are super cool. They can pull atmospheric nitrogen out of the air and turn it into nitrate or ammonium, either of which the plant can use to build up proteins in their cells. And that's pretty special. Now, when both of these crops are what we call terminated, which just means we killed them, they're going to leave behind this carbon and this nitrogen in the soil and accordingly improve the biota. And part of the goal in doing this is that, a lot of times I just do a quick input of compost and I till it in, but tillage in the long run is completely inverting the soil, meaning all those awesome bacteria that these plants rely on that live close to the surface are now being completely turned under and, aren't going to be able to live down there. So, I kind of wipe them out tilling. And so with cover crops and these deeper inputs of nitrogen and carbon, I hopefully mitigate the need to do that anymore, which is pretty cool. Nature's not dumb. It's been doing this for a really long time. So we are really just going to try and let it do its thing. The hardest part about summer cover cropping so far that I've seen, and honestly winter cover cropping too, is that, there's a seed bank. Like here we have 2 different species of amaranth. There's some wild lettuce. But if you look real close, this is our little alfalfa guy right here, this little clover looking dude. So clovers are in the same family. This is Fabaceae, and they are wonderful things to have when you need nitrogen. So that's the winter field this week. I'll walk over to the summer field in a bit and show you all what's going on there.